Здравейте! Здравейте отново и тук. Още веднъж да припомня и да зададам още малко време на хората, които са в предишната презентация, да предключат на тази, да припомня да задавате своите въпроси, ако е възможно, в чат бокса долу на вашите екрани, не в Q&A секцията, за да може тя да бъде видима за всички и да остане при нас като запис след това и да отговорим на въпросите, на които не сме успяли да отговорим евентуално на самата презентация. Още веднъж благодаря ви, че се включвате на всичките ни презентации и да представя Джан Лука, който представлява този прекрасен университет IUAV в Венеция и ще ни разкаже малко повече за възможностите за обучение в него. Well, Gianluca, it is your turn now.
Okay, thank you, Dimitar, and welcome everyone to this presentation. I'm Gianluca from the University IUAV of Venice. I'm the Director for International Affairs, Postgraduate and Financial Head Services, and I'm here to present different programs and services we offer to prospectives. But first of all, I'm gonna present the university. So what is IUAV? IUAV means Istituto Universitario Architettura Venezia. So University Institute for Architecture in Venice. And wait, something is not, okay. So we are born as a school of architecture in 1926. And we were one of the first in Italy, exactly the second one, because the first one was in Rome. And during the decades, we decided to create new programs. So at this moment, we are officially a public university, and we offer every programs at bachelor and master level related to design and projects. So we offer courses in architecture, urban planning, industrial design, fashion. That means design for fashion, but also communication for fashion, arts, and theater. As you already understand, we are in Venice. We are in the heart of Venice. That is a very human-sized city. And we are one of the smallest Italian public university offering this kind of programs. So if you want to study in our university, you will discover how beautiful is the city of Venice, but also how beautiful is studying in a small university where you can talk directly to teachers and discover all teaching activities step by step. As we were one of the most famous Italian, we are one of the most famous Italian school of architecture. During years, very famous architects taught there. Here you have some names. The most famous one are Le Corbusier, Luis Kahn, Tadao Ando, Carlo Scarpa, and Giovanni De Carlo, Aldo Rossi. Here you have some pics of them. They are close to our buildings, and you have a proof of their presence in our university if you come and visit our buildings. As I was saying before, our university is in the heart of Venice. And as we are in the heart of Venice, I must say that we are not in a touristic part of the city because we are all around the central station and close to the docks area. So here you have a map with different buildings. 1, 2, and 3, the numbers are buildings for student services. So in these buildings, you find the enrollment office, the recruitment office, the international mobility office, and so on. At number 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, there you find buildings devoted to teaching activities. So at number 5 and 6, you have a postgraduate program, so mainly specialization program and PhD programs. At number 7, 8, and 9, you find buildings for bachelor and master programs. Here you have some pics on the left. On the top, you find our Freedom Wings. They are wood wings created during a Biennale, so one of the most famous exhibitions in the city. And they are for us a sort of an icon, because it means that in our university, the freedom and creativity are what we teach. On the right, we have one of the big rooms that is in one of our historical buildings for PhD courses. Okay, here we have always our Freedom Wings and other pics related to the School of Doctorate programs. And here the buildings where lessons are taking place also now. As I was saying before, we are dealing with all subjects that are related to design and projects. So we offer programs in architecture, visual arts, design, urban planning, fashion, and theater. Our academic offer is composed by 4 different levels. So we have a bachelor's degree that in Italian are called laurea triennale. So they are 3-year programs. And after this kind of program, you can choose a postgraduate course that in Italian is called Master di Primo Livello, but please be aware that is not a master degree program. So is an intense program dealing with something really specific in the field of work you'd like to be. After the second level is the master degree programs that in Italian are called laurea magistrale. They are 2-year programs, and at the end of them, you can choose for another postgraduate program. So the postgraduate courses here are not compulsory, they are option for you. After, at the third level, we have PhD courses. So dottorato di ricerca, that is a 3-year program. And we have also a specialization school that is comparable as a PhD, that is in Italian and has a strong focus on restoration. Going through the bachelor programs. Our bachelor degrees are divided in 4 departments. So we have architecture, fashion and visual arts, industrial design, and urban planning. All these programs are taught in Italian. So in case you'd like to apply, you must have an Italian language background. For architecture, there is an admission policy, as architecture programs in Italy are directed. So they are offered by university, but the Italian Ministry of Education is decided how many seats every year university can offer. So for architecture program, there is a multiple choice test that last time was in July, at the end of July. We have 360 available seats. For the fashion and visual arts program, we have 3 different tracks. We have arti multimediali, so multimedia arts, design della moda, so fashion design, and comunicazione e nuovi media della moda, that means communication and new media for fashion. So This one is a brand new program that is running since 1 year and is focusing on interaction between communication, social media, and fashion. For these 3 tracks, there is an admission policy that is more complex between, in comparison to the architecture one, because there is a multiple choice test that you can also attend online, and it is mainly focusing on history of art, history of fashion, and new trends related to modern art and fashion. And the second step is a drawing session when you will be asked to draw an outfit or a representation or an advertising campaign. And the third step is an interview with the teaching committee, where you will be asked to say why you want to study in our university, and if you already start having a genuine interest in the subjects we offer. For the industrial design department, we have 2 tracks: product and visual design and interior design. Also for these tracks, we have an admission policy that is really similar to the fashion one. So there is a multiple choice test dealing with the history of design, mainly the Italian history of design, history of art, and new trends related to design, focusing on products and interior. The second step here is composed by a drawing session. So if you decided to apply for product design, you will be asked to create a sort of your drawing about an object, a particular object. And if you are applying for interior, a room and furniture will be the topic you have to focus on. For urban planning, that is a program in Italian, we don't have an admission policy. So if you are interested in subjects as ecology, sustainability, city design, you can apply for this program. You only need to have an Italian language background. So for all our programs at bachelor level, an Italian language background is necessary. A B1 level is good. A B2 level is perfect. So also if you have a B1, you can apply. Moving to master's degree programs. So they are all programs in 2 years that are running composed by 2 years of teaching activities. So also here we have 4 departments, more complex in comparison to the previous one. So for architecture, we have 2 programs, one in Italian, that is Architettura, and the other one fully in English, that is Architecture. For Architettura, we have 300 available seats, and for Architecture, we have 60 available seats. The admission here is composed by an interview and an examination of your portfolio. In order to apply, you must have a bachelor or you are close to achieve a bachelor in architecture. So only with a background in architecture, you can apply for these programs. For the industrial design department, we have 3 new tracks: communication, product design, and interior design. They are both in Italian. In order to apply, we are more flexible. So we suggest you to have a background in design, industrial design, but also visual art, fine art are good backgrounds in order to apply. The admission policy is composed by an examination of your portfolio and an interview with a teaching committee. For fashion and performing arts department, we have 3 tracks, and the last one is really new with new opportunities. So we have visual arts, fashion, so moda, and theater and performing arts, where you can choose between 2 particular topics: choreography or gender studies applied to performing arts. All these 3 tracks have an admission policy that is composed by just an interview and a presentation of what you study as a background. For the background, also here there are a sort of flexibility, because we are asking a background in literature or fine arts, design, fashion, art, theater. So it's really flexible. And for the 4th department, we have urban planning, that is composed by urban planning for transition. That is a really new program with a focus on green economy, sustainability, and the study of the city and the environment. The other track is pianificazione del territorio per la transizione. That is the same track, but in Italian. Also here, there are a flexibility considering the background, because a background in economics is good, in urban planning is good, geography, but also design, architecture. So if you are interested in this kind of program, you can contact us, and we go through your transcript of records and academic background in order to understand if it's good for you. Now I'm gonna move talking about different services we offer to prospects, but also to our students. The first service I'm gonna present is the counseling one. So these services are creating in order to help you to understand if our programs are good for you. On this, I have to say that our official partner, and the only official partner in Bulgaria, is the Skyline, so the organizer of this event. In case you are interested in one of our programs or in our university, and you're really not into a particular offer, you can talk with them first, and after with the Opetia or the other staff involved, you can ask for a one-to-one meeting with us. We are ready to help you. And we also offer 3 new opportunities. Considering the pandemic, they are new, and we hope to provide them in the next month. We are organizing an orientation week for bachelor's prospects. And if you want to apply, when the call will be open, if you want to apply, you have to talk with the Skyline and after with us. And we offer a 3-day in Venice to the best students that will apply. And in this way, you will have the chance to attend some lessons related to fashion, design, visual arts, architecture, and urban planning, to discover our buildings in presence, and to start understanding how beautiful Venice is. At the end of this orientation weekend, there will be an open day. So the whole university and whole academic board will be there for you, for prospective students. We offer the virtual option, but also the in-presence options. And in this case, the open day will involve also master's degree prospects. And we also are running some summer courses. They are some training lessons that may help you in facing the admission policy, in particular for bachelor's prospects. Other services we provide are financial aid services and welcomes activity. As we are a public university, we strongly believe in the importance to give to everyone the chance to study. So our tuition fee for 1 year is €2,800, but we also offer income-based scholarship and income-based tuition fee reduction. Here you have to apply for that with a document that is called IUAV, but the Skylines have all the knowledge about that. That is a document that in Italy is necessary to ask for this kind of scholarship and fee reduction. If you don't want to apply for ISE, there is a flat fee rate. So we offer to every student from Bulgaria the chance to apply for a flat fee rate on tuition fee. So if you apply for that, you will have to pay just €1,000 per year. And in order to guide you during the process to be a IUAV student, so during your first days in Venice, but also during your first days in Italy, we have an international tutorship program that is composed by senior students that will welcome you during your first days. They will guide you in case you want to discover the buildings, talk with teachers, if you have to deal with the permit of stay, in case you are not, you don't have a European citizenship. And since last year, we created also an housing service that is collecting all availability from private landlords or student residences. So in case you are looking for a room in Venice, you can contact us and we will give you the right tips to find the room that is good for you. Moving to services that we offer to students already enrolled, we strongly believe in the international dimension. So we are part of the Erasmus Plus program, and we offer to every student the chance to study abroad in a partner university. We have more than 400 agreements with university all over the world. And if you want to apply for the Erasmus Plus program, we offer you a monthly grant that is a sort of scholarship to help you facing new expenses that you will have if you want to move in another country. So we are encouraging our students to go abroad, but we are also hosting international and visiting students from the university that are our partners. And we have every year more than 300 incoming and visiting students. And this mix between students from Venice, students from abroad that are fully enrolled, and visiting students create a new way to teach in our university. So we strongly believe in the importance of practical activity. So in your class, you will have theoretical lessons, so they are face-to-face lessons with the teachers, but also workshop activities. So practical activities that you have to face in small groups, and this group will be created also by international students as you. For the master degree programs, we offer also a double degree opportunity. So through this program, you have the chance to study 2 or 3 semesters in a partner university, and at the end, you will receive 1 degree from the IUAV university and the other one from the partner university. Our partners for these programs are la Pontificia Università Cattolica del Cile, la École Nationale d'Architecture Paris Val de Seine in France, l'Université de Champagne-Ardenne en France and the Tongji University in Shanghai. And this chance to study in a partner university in order to receive a double degree is for architecture program and urban planning program at master level. I'm presenting our academic offer, but our main goal is to give you the chance to work after your degree. For this reason, we offer to every student the opportunity to attend an internship as part of the student curriculum or as a post-graduation work experience. If you want to run your internship abroad, we have the Erasmus Plus program that offers you a monthly grant and a free online language course. So if you want to go and study in Finland, you have the chance to learn for free Finnish and to receive a monthly scholarship. We also create some activities in order to help you in create your own business in a startup or spin-off, but also your own company. And through these activities, we have a good rate of employability that is around 80% of employability 6 months after the graduation. So it's a really, really strong point for us. And so here I have to say thank you as you are listening to me. And here you find our email address that is study@uav.it. If you will have more questions after the presentation and you want to fix with the Skylines a one-to-one meeting with me and my colleagues in charge for recruitment activity. So, ciao Petio.
Hello, Gianluca. Thank you. Thank you for this presentation. There was a question in the chat about the Italian certificate. You said that the B1 is okay, B2 is the best, but which certificate in Italian do you accept? And the same question for the English master programs. What type of certificate would be sufficient?
Okay, if we are talking about level, we need a B2 level for Italian and also for the English program, okay? For the English program, we are really flexible. For the Italian one, of course, and if you don't have an Italian language certificate, we offer you the chance to attend an online interview with an Italian teacher, of course, and we try to understand if your level is good. So that's why I was saying, if you have a B1, yes, the interview is easy, and you can say, I'm going on studying Italian, so you're gonna receive your B2 level in a couple of weeks. That's good. But if you don't have any background, it's really hard to go on with this interview. Okay, there is another question.
There is another question, yes. Do you have a product design summer course in English?
No, unfortunately, no. We offer program in English only for architecture and urban planning at master level. The summer courses we offer are in Italian in order to help students that want to apply for the bachelor programs to have a good background, or to help them in order to understand what they have to study to going through the admission process.
And how long is the summer course?
It's a one week.
1 week.
1 week. We usually is a couple of hours every day. Last year they were online, of course, but we are working in order to create them in presence next summer, hopefully.
Hopefully.
The interview is part of the admission policy, and it is the usual for the bachelor is the third step of the admission process, and for the master, it is a part of the admission. So there is the examination of the portfolio that is without you. So the teaching committee is going to check what you create, what's your expertise, and so on. And after they ask you to attend the interview, they will be online, so you don't have to come.
Can you give us more information about the admission test for architecture, and then for the design-related programs? Is the architecture test the general one that is the national, or it is your private test?
No, for architecture at bachelor level, it is a national program. So every year, the Ministry of Education decided what kind of subjects, but usually they are history of art, math, mathematics, physics, logic, and nothing more. The most important thing is to say that for logic and Italian, something related to Italian. So for these two, you must have a really strong Italian background. So my suggestion is go on with a history of art, physics, and mathematics. Okay, they are good. You probably have a strong background on that. For the other two, so logics and Italian comprehension, keep them for the last questions. So go on with the subject. You don't need to have a strong Italian background to face them. So this is for architecture. For design, the test is our private one. So you have to register for that, and after you have a multiple choice test with a focus on Italian history of design, logic, and Italian comprehension. So go through the history of design subjects, because probably you have a background on that. If you studied for the admission test, you have a background on that. Second step is a drawing session where we are going to ask you to draw something, maybe an object, if you want to attend the product design track, or a room or a furniture if you want to apply for interior design. And the third step is interview. So the interview with a teaching committee, they will ask you, why do you want to study in Venice? Where did you discover our university? Do you prefer product design, interior design? Maybe, do you know a particular designer from Bulgaria, but also from Italy or all over the world? And why do you love it? Or do you love he or she? Did you already study something related to the subject, and so on?
Thank you. And what is the best time to apply? Okay, for the architecture test, there are specific dates, and what are the dates for the design-related bachelor programs to apply?
Okay. For design, the admission test is in September. So the application process is starting in June. For architecture, it depends on the Ministry of Education, because usually it was in September, but last year it was in July. So if also in 22, it would be in July, you have to apply in May. And in July, you have the test, and so on. So we are going to inform Skylines about the deadlines. And if you are interested in a particular program, I suggest you get in touch with them. So they will help you also for the admission process that is through a platform that is not so user-friendly. I mean, for me, it's not user-friendly, but maybe for you it is, I'm not so sure. And after, you can ask us to create maybe a webinar together with the Skylines if you need some suggestions to face these courses or to face the admission policy.
One more question related to the tuition fees. You said that there is a flat fee for Bulgarian students. So we just tell you, okay, we are Bulgarian and we can receive this fee. But also we can provide you with financial documents in order to calculate the fee and maybe receive a scholarship. How is this done?
Okay, if you want the flat fee rate, there is a form to fill in, and that's all. But I really suggest you to going through the other process. So try to understand if you have the chance to pay less fee related to your family income. The documentation, yes, is a lot of papers, I mean, because you need to prove the amount of buildings your family has, the amount of money, and you need to translate them in Italian. So it's a quite long process, but I'm quite sure that you're going to pay less than 1,000. And also through this application, automatically you will be on the process for the regional scholarship, because if you decided to apply for the flat fee rate, no scholarship are coming. So I suggest you try the first one, that is the boring one, and if it's not going so good for you, you can apply for the flat fee.
Thank you. And Venice is a very touristic destination. What is the average amount of living expenses for a student there, with the accommodation and all the other expenses that may come?
Okay. First of all, Venice is a touristic place, but it's really cheaper than Milan or Rome, for example, for first things to say. For example, for a room in the city center, if you want a single room, the price is around 300 euro, 400 euro. If you want to share your room, it's usually half. So 200 euro, 250, it depends on the building. If you want to live outside the city center, because Venice is on an island, but there is also a big city really, really close, is 10 minutes by train, that is Mestre. And there you pay usually 100 euro less. So 300 and 400, no, 200 and 300 for a single room and half for a shared room. Other costs related to living in Venice, they are usually around 200 euro per month, considering the fact that you have to eat something during the day. And we have also a canteen with one meal at 3 euro, so it's really good. And you have also to buy the materials for some practical activities, because our university provides part of stuff you need to go on with the workshop. Sometimes the company that are partner of the university are providing some stuff, but other times you have to buy by yourself. So you have to consider also this.
Thank you.
So the total is around 500 and 600 euro per month.
Okay, thank you. I don't see any more questions. Yeah, I'm just gonna ask something. Oh, 1 second. Yes,
okay,
there is one.
Okay, this is a good question. Yes, if you are studying a bachelor degree in English, you don't have to provide any certificate. You have just to say, this is my bachelor, And as you can see, it is in English and everything was in English, and we are not asking you to prove your English proficiency.
If somebody wants to come and see the campus, can we organize a visit for the student? Not only the one-to-one meeting. Is there any specific requirement regarding now the situation with COVID that the student needs to follow in order to join a campus tour?
Okay, okay, we need to organize that, and we suggest to do that in spring, because now we changed our rector and we are working on the buildings in order to create study room that help students to be in present, but also to be online. So we are created a digital campus. And in order to do that, we need some infrastructure, new infrastructure. So now we have some works, but in spring they will be over, so you can come, we can organize a tour for you.
Stefania has a question about the final grade in the diploma and how important it is when applying.
No, it's not important, because we are going through the things you are able to do. I mean, we are going to check what's your field of expertise, if you have a genuine interest in our program. So we're not taking a look at your final grade.
This is for the bachelor program, because when it's a master, there is the need of a specific bachelor before that in the same field, right?
Yeah, but yes, that is for the subjects you studied before. Mm-hmm. So if you want to apply for a master in architecture, you must be a junior architect, so you must have a bachelor in architecture. If you want to apply for urban planning, yes, we are really flexible. So economics, geography, architecture, urban planning, but also psychology is good. Sociology is good. It depends on the subjects you studied before.
Because in some places, also here in Bulgaria, the architecture program is a one-cycle degree. I mean, you enter after high school and you exit with a master diploma. If a student wants to continue and graduate from IUAV as a master, can he do the transfer before at some point, maybe after the third or fourth year, when he receives a certain amount of credits, for example?
Yeah, it depends. Usually we ask a copy of the transcript of record in order to understand if it's possible or not. I don't have any news about that, because maybe it never happened. So yes, this is the procedure. Send us a transcript of records and we will say yes or no. But for master, it's not so easy for the master degree.
Okay. If there are any other questions, please send them in the chat box so they can be visible for everyone. Sorry, this is going to be in Bulgarian. Ако имате още въпроси, моля да ги изпращате в чат секцията, не в Q&A частта, тъй като в Q&A се виждат само за мен и Джанлука. Когато са в чат секцията, те са видими за всички, които участват и съответно остават след това в записа на презентацията, която ще ви изпратим идните дни, за да може да я видите отново. Така че моля въпросите да бъдат задавани в чат менюто. След по-малко от 15 минути има, всъщност ще бъде последната презентация за днес. Линк за нея трябва да сте получили във вашия имейл. Ако по някаква причина не го намирате, можете да влезете в сайта ни studyinitaly.bg. За изложението има програма с активни линкове, към която може да се включите. Gianluca, I think that was all. I believe we replied to all the questions. Thank you. It was great seeing you. Thank you very much for participating in our fair and for the good presentation.
It was a pleasure. I really hope to be in Sofia next year.
Yes, even yeah. Hopefully soon we will be able to welcome you in presence.
Okay. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
Thank you. Благодаря на всички, че присъствахте.